Rightio legends, Chaos Chronicles, and we're back again with another banger. And so today we're back at the Gus Lamont case. So this is getting more and more suspicious as time goes on. And like I said, I believe 100% that those police would not be going back there to waste their time on searching again, if they do not believe that Gus is there somewhere. Now, I believe that kind of gives us a little bit of hope, I think. The news today said that the headline of the news was hope. And I guess everyone just wants an answer, and it's quite obvious that the family doesn't want an answer, and I think that is very, very suspicious. And so we really haven't had many updates, really. We had the guy that's car was found a couple of 100 kilometers away from the search area, but given the area, it's fairly close in terms of a search area. And then, the guy's car and that guy went missing. And then we had the parents that are absolutely blatantly not being upfront with information. And as you know, it took 5 days for them to produce a photo, just one photo of Gus to give the public. So what if Gus was taken and was in the hands of a kidnapper or whatever, and no one would have known for 5 days, for the most crucial days, what Gus looked like? And yeah, it's just, if you ask me, the whole behavior there with the family is just very, very odd in so many different ways. And so even grandma or grandpa pulling the gun out on the reporter.
Now about to see what happened when I came face to face with Josie Murray, Gus's transgender grandmother.
Who are you?
Pardon?
Who are you?
I'm with the media.
Out! You are trespassing. Get out!
I'm so sorry.
Get out! Are you deaf?
Okay. I was leaving.
Get out!
I was leaving.
Shut your face and get out! We'll have the police on you because you've been warned not to come here. Get out!
I haven't been here before.
Get out!
I haven't been here before.
What are you, deaf? Get out!
Shocked and shaken, my photographer and I fled the property.
I've asked them to leave. Out! You are trespassing. Get out!
I'm so sorry.
Get out! Are you deaf?
Okay. I was leaving.
Get out!
I was leaving.
Shut your face and get out!
So there's a lot of mixed reports about that actual gun incident there and what people think will happen, because a lot of people are saying that now he or she, whatever, will lose their gun license for doing that. And I'm pretty sure 2025, you can't ask someone to leave your property with a gun in your hand if they are unarmed. Even if they were armed, I would imagine that you're still not allowed to do it. We live in a country where people are allowed to burgle your house and come and rob your house, and you just have to let it happen because you can't do nothing. We live in a country where, we can't even protect ourselves. So I don't know, but there's so many mixed stories about, the whole gun situation and how it's only appropriate for Gus's grandmother to be dressed up as a woman when they know that the cameras are going to be there. And I think, that's another, that whole situation just stinks, and it literally cries. If you guys do investigations on disappearances, it is a very, very common factor for people that have something to do with the disappearance to disappear themselves. And this is exactly what everyone in that family is doing. Like I said, none of them want to talk to anyone about it. They're not talking to the news. They're not talking to the cops. And yeah, the cops have obviously, like I said, the cops would not be going back to do another search if they did not believe that something suspect is going on there. So yeah, the news article reads, something about hope. But let's have a look at this newest update only today on Gus Lamont and see where they're going to be going with it. I think we're all in the same boat as I am and starting to think that this is really starting to get ridiculous, and it really cries the same hallmarks of the William Tyrrell case, where so much time, money, and effort was getting put on the search at the start of that disappearance rather than investigating the disappearance itself. Now, obviously, people have got to be out there looking for the child when the child's missing, but like people that have spent their whole life in investigating missing children and stuff like that have said the same thing about the William Tyrrell case. They spent too much time, money, and effort searching for the boy when some of those people should have broke off and started an investigation on why that child is missing, how that child is missing, and just investigate the missing persons instead of looking for that person. And so, all right, let's have a look at this news
Mission
article.
to find little Gus Lamont isn't over. That's the resounding message tonight from the state's police commissioner.
Elspeth Hussey joins us in the studio, and El Police have announced another search.
They have, Will. This will be the fourth, and all indications are it's unlikely to be the last either. Grant Stevens today revealed police are making plans to...
See, you can't tell me that they're not thinking that something very suspicious is going on here. And I would imagine that somewhere in the very near future that someone else that lives on that property that is related to that child is going to be getting in trouble of some kind of description. Like, you guys have to admit, this is just suspect as now.
Turn to the remote Yunta sheep grazing station owned by Gus's grandparents, where the 4-year-old vanished without a trace more than a month ago. Now, last week, police drained a dam about 600 metres from the homestead, a mammoth effort that required 3.2 million litres of water to be drained, and it turned up nothing. The police commissioner says the next search will be based on evidence collected during previous visits, including from high-tech drones.
We've been acting on the advice from survivability experts, doctors, medical staff in relation to exactly what the likelihood of Gus, how far Gus might travel and how long he was able to survive without any support or assistance. There is no evidence of foul play at this time, but as I've said publicly before, we are still open to any possibilities that might.
If they're saying that there's no foul play, what are they suggesting happen then? Like, I want to know, if they're still there searching, what are they searching for? Like, what are the particulars around your searching there still? Because if no one is a suspect, then what the bloody hell is there searching for? Obviously the child, but I'm saying I wonder what is triggering this fourth search if it's no one is a suspect. That's suspect.
Might have resulted in Gus having gone missing.
Now, Grant Stevens has also defended police search efforts over the past 5 weeks. He says 2 reviews were carried out by experts, but they found no criticism of the tactics used by police.
The mission to find little Gus.
Well, yeah, look, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, because I think that this thing reeks of foul play from somebody at that property. And I also believe, all the research I've done on this kind of shit, anyone that disappears when there is a disappearance, like, the parents, the boyfriend, the wife, whatever, going to get mushrooms for bloody steak Diane, or, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just think that sorry, that was a mushroom lady joke just chucked in there. But yeah, I just think that it's absolutely, it just stinks of foul play. The family are 100% being very, very strange and very suspicious. I think right from the get-go that a lot of things have been suspicious with this case. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Yeah, I don't know. The whole bloody thing stinks, and I really hope that the police find some answers. Poor little 6-year-old child, and it's just sad. And like I said, there's hallmarks of the William Tyrrell stuff, and let's just hope it doesn't end like that, because as you guys know, we're years and years down the track with the William Tyrrell case and still no answers. So, all we can do is hope and pray. And yeah, well, thank you guys, absolute legends. If you haven't already subscribed, please jump down there, shoot me a subscription. And if you smash that bell icon, you'll never miss any of my clips again. I have been the Chaos Chronicles. You guys have been absolutely awesome. And as always, don't do drugs and crime and you won't end up in prison.